Hi everyone, my name is Kasey Weingarten and I'm recording this VDL pitch from my home office in Broomfield, Colorado. All of my ideas are oriented around education in some way because education is one of my most treasured values, and I truly believe that the more that we know about biomimicry and the more we educate on biomimicry, the greater potential it has to impact our society and our everyday lives. After all, knowledge is power. So, my first VDL idea is to create and design an undergraduate course on biomimicry. Because of my love of education, my long-term career goal is to be an undergraduate professor or community college professor, hopefully somewhere like ASU. And my passions lie around educating and reconnecting students with nature in order to foster a ripple effect where they in turn bring those values back to the communities that they serve. The main audience for this undergraduate course would be college students in their first and second years of their degrees so that they can then pursue further education in biomimicry, sustainability, or environmental education further on in their undergraduate career. My specific deliverables for this project would be a completed syllabus, units with descriptions and learning objectives, and at least the first unit completed with lectures, assignment descriptions, and rubrics. For all of my VDL pitches, I would prefer to work in Team Coyote or Team Polar Bear because I know how much projects benefit from team and feedback and insights, but working in alignment with others on the same project would just depend on if we have the similar interests. My second idea is to create a business around environmental education programming in Arizona. I currently work for Rugged Research, a business here in Colorado that provides environmental outdoor education to K through 12 students, and I would love to bring something similar to Arizona and bring my experiences over the past 2 years that I've learned to impact our urban and underserved communities in Arizona. Personally, I've seen over the last 2 years what an immense impact environmental education can have on a student's perception of nature, sustainability, and environmental stewardship. And because I'm moving at the end of the year, I would love to bring that to my hometown or to my home in the valley. The main audience would be kindergarten through fifth grade elementary school students, and the business model would be looking like hiring instructors. Hopefully they would be students that I'm teaching or people that are involved in the biology, sustainability, environmental science community. And then I would design and create curriculum for those instructors to run after school programming, field trips, and summer camps oriented around outdoor environmental education and student reconnection with nature. Specifically, by the end of the semester, I would like to have a business plan created, conduct industry research, look into grants and funding for educational programming in Arizona, create a budget and timeline for the launch of the business, and to start networking with other similar organizations and industry experts in the Valley. This is the type of programming I would have loved to be a part of when I was a student growing up in Arizona, so it's something I would love to provide for the future generation. My last VDL idea is a bit of a pivot. One thing you may not know about me is that I am a published author. During my undergraduate career in sustainability, I completed research around sustainable tourism development in rural Puerto Rico and was able to actually get my research published after I graduated. Research is a very long process, but I really did enjoy all that I learned along the way, both about myself and the research community. I also believe that conducting research would be a beneficial aspect to continue my long-term goals in academia. The research question that I'm considering is, how does education and the concept of biomimicry impact a person's perception of human and environmental challenges? This research question comes from a very personal place as I've pursued my education around sustainability and environmental challenges. One of the biggest things I've personally struggled with, and I know many people struggle with, is pessimism. Environmental challenges can feel massive and insurmountable, but for me, when I discovered biomimicry, it was a game changer. the idea that nature actually has the solutions and that there are solutions to the challenges we face changed my perspective of all of these challenges and the able to actually approach them and solve them. So I would love to see if that would have a similar impact on other people, specifically working professionals. And I would look to complete a research study measuring the levels of optimism before and after the introduction and education around biomimicry. I would create an educational piece to be presented during that study. I would analyze the data conducted in the study and create a preliminary draft of a research paper. And I would also love to identify a potential journal to submit that paper to for review. I do believe that this research could benefit the biomimicry community as a whole if there's shown that there is a connection between public perception of biomimicry before and after education on biomimicry of environmental and human challenges. It may be presented as a reason for educational institutions to use biomimicry as a source for solutions.